City wakes in muted silver, coffee steam above the glass. Messages from distant memories stay unread inside my past. Footsteps on the kitchen tile trace a quiet, fragile pace. I rehearse 1,000 futures while the mirror holds my face. Once I gave my every color to a heart that closed the door. Watched our promise turn in paper, carried fragments on the floor. Every echo in this apartment used to speak your fragile name. Now the silence feels like water as it gently loosens chains. I breathe in a brand new rhythm while the night begins to fade. Draw a tiny brave horizon on the edges I once fade. Every shadow on my ceiling bows and slowly moves aside. I am learning gentle courage as I see myself arrive. I light my own sky, painting dawn across the blue. Turn the scars along my story into gentle points of view. Every road that felt deserted now grows flowers as I move. I light my own sky, finding strength inside the truth. I will dance with changing weather, raise a flame through passing rain. Hold my heart with kinder fingers, let forgiveness lift the pain. I will sing without permission in a room that once felt small. When I light my own sky shining, I no longer fear the fall. Afternoons at faded cafes where the quiet people read. I take notes between the margins about everything I need. Lemon sunlight on the table turns my thoughts to calmer gold. I can hear my future calling from a place I still unfold. Friends keep sending gentle photos from the nights I did not go. They remind me I am wanted when the doubts begin to grow. I delete our distant playlist, make a new one for today. Fill it full of hopeful anthems that can guide my careful steps. I collect the tiny victories that once seemed too small to see. Every breath where I feel steady is a quiet win for me. When the evening turns to violet and the city starts to glow, I remember I am worthy of a love that learns to grow. I light my own sky, painting dawn across the blue. Turn the scars along my story into gentle points of view. Every road that felt deserted now grows flowers as I move. I light my own sky, finding strength inside the truth. I will dance with changing weather, raise a flame through passing rain. Hold my heart with kinder fingers, let forgiveness lift the pain. I will sing without permission in a room that once felt small. There will be recurring seasons when the cold wind finds my door. Old regrets may knock at midnight, spread their letters on the floor. Yet I will not read that story with the voice that told me lies. I will answer with compassion, keep my gaze upon you skies. If tomorrow shakes my balance and my knees touch fragile ground, I will rise with softer power from the quiet strength I found. I will trust in perfect progress more than any flawless plan. Walk beside my younger spirit, take her trembling open hand. I light my own sky, painting dawn across the blue. Turn the scars along my story into gentle points of view. Every road that felt deserted now grows flowers as I move. I light my own sky, finding strength inside the truth. I will dance with changing weather, raise a flame through passing rain. Hold my heart with kinder fingers, let forgiveness lift the pain. I will sing without permission in a room that once felt small. When I light my own sky shining, I no longer fear the fall. I light my own sky gently as the city falls asleep. Leave a window slightly open for the promises I keep. Every heartbeat drawing star lines over chapters not yet known. I move forward with the sunrise, and I never walk alone. Night breeze on an empty highway, dashboard glowing soft and low. Neon fades behind the window while the distant suburbs glow. I erased your name this evening from the contacts in my phone. Booked a random coastal journey so my heart can stand alone. Every sign beside the shoulder feels like choices that I missed. I release the old illusions that were hidden in each kiss. With my suitcase on the backseat and my playlist set to loud, I can feel a quiet thunder that is breaking through the clouds. Every mile redraws the borders of the map inside my chest. I believe that you were sheltered. Now I see that I was blessed by the courage slowly rising through the cracks of yesterday, as the city in the mirror shrinks and melts along the way. Drive me into tomorrow where the sunrise meets the sea. Let the soft pop rock horizon play a brand new song for me. Clean guitars with gentle shimmer hold my heartbeat steady bright. Warm bass lines and tender drum hits keep me moving through the night. I am not your fading chapter, I am not your quiet spare. I am strong enough to travel into unfamiliar air. Drive me into tomorrow where my story can begin, with a sky that feels forgiving and a voice that sings within. Gas station at midnight silence, paper cups and crooked lights. I write promises on napkins that I will protect my life. No more waiting by a doorway for a call that never came. No more shrinking into corners when you shifted all the blame. I remember any evenings when my hopes were left outside. Now I keep them in the front seat, let them travel by my side. Every stranger on this journey carries tales I do not know. Just like rivers under moonlight, deeper currents start to flow. Every mile redraws the borders of the map inside my chest. I believe that you were sheltered. Now I see that I was blessed by the courage slowly rising through the cracks of yesterday, as the coastline on the windshield pulls my worries far away. Drive me into tomorrow where the sunrise meets the sea. Let the soft pop rock horizon play a brand new song for me. Clean guitars with gentle shimmer hold my heartbeat steady bright. Warm bass lines and tender drum hits keep me moving through the night. I am not your fading chapter, I am not your quiet spare. I am strong enough to travel into unfamiliar air. Drive me into tomorrow where my story can begin, with a sky that feels forgiving and a voice that sings within. If the thunder finds my window and the raindrops bend the view, I will keep my hands on steering, trust the road to cut straight through. I will not return to patterns that erase my inner light. I will paint the moving edges with a steadfast inner fire. Even when the traffic slows me on an unfamiliar road, I will breathe with patient rhythm, carry every fragile load. I will open to new cities, let their colors stain my soul, as the constellations whisper that I finally take control. Drive me into tomorrow where the sunrise meets the sea. Let the soft pop rock horizon play a brand new song for me. Clean guitars with gentle shimmer hold my heartbeat steady bright. Warm bass lines and tender drum hits keep me moving through the night. I am not your fading chapter, I am not your quiet spare. I am strong enough to travel into unfamiliar air. Drive me into shampoo spilling on the wall. Steam is curling from the kettle. Sleepy birds begin their call. Phone lights up with gentle greetings. Tiny hearts along your name. I stir sugar in my coffee. Feel my breathing rearrange. Once my days begin with chaos. Heavy thoughts beside my bed. Now the sunlight through the curtain paints new colors in my head. Bare feet on the wooden hallway. Favorite sweater, ticking clock. I can hear your distant laughter through a tiny voice note drop. I do not crave crowded stages or a storm of flashing lights. I just want this simple heartbeat holding steady through my life. Every plate upon the table, every folded carton sheet feels like proof that quiet moments give my restless spirit peace. You are my open window morning, fresh air in a gentle stream, turning ordinary Monday into something soft and clean. Clean guitar and subtle calm, light raindrops on the roof, warm bass lines and tender drum hits keep my worries far removed. You are my open window morning, sunlight on a kitchen chair. Every sip of milky coffee tastes like comfort in the air. I will build my hopeful future in this easy glowing room, with your kindness as the daylight breaking through my older gloom. Later on I cross the pavement. Traffic come along the street. Earphones carry your new message. Little joke that sounds so sweet. I remember rush commutes where I could barely even breathe. Now the city feels less heavy when your words sit next to me. I pass flowers in the window, think of planting some at home. Fill the balcony with colors so our evenings gently glow. I imagine weekend breakfast with the curtains open wide. Friends around a crowded table while you stand here by my side. I do not crave constant fireworks spraying sparks above my head. I just want this steady presence, sharing blankets, sharing bread. Every list of daily errands, every bus stop in the rain feels like part of sacred pages in a tender growing frame. You are my open window morning, fresh air in a gentle stream, turning ordinary Monday into something soft and clean. Clean guitar and subtle hum, light raindrops on the roof, warm bass lines and tender drum hits keep my worries far removed. You are my open window morning, sunlight on a kitchen chair. Every sip of milky coffee tastes like comfort in the air. I will build my hopeful future in this easy glowing room, with your kindness as the daylight breaking through my older gloom. If the forecast sends a storm front and the sky turns heavy gray, if the news unfolds like thunder stealing color from the day, we will light a scented candle, stack our cushions on the floor, wrap ourselves in woven blankets, close the echo of that war. You will read your favorite novel while I hum a simple tune. Let the rhythm from our breathing set a calmer, gentle groove. Even when the power flickers, even when the windows shake, we will keep this inner weather filled with love that will not break. You are my open window morning, fresh air in a gentle stream, turning ordinary Monday into something soft and clean. Clean guitar and sudden hum, like rain Tracing faded silver over shadows passing through. Steam escapes a chipped mug resting on a crooked window rail. Message words sit in the bubble while my courage feels so pale. Somewhere past the sleeping rivers, you are working late again. Typing under neon ceilings, chasing complicated plans. I can see our distant future drawn like stars across this town. Every time I close my eyelids, traffic hushes to that sound. Long distance can feel like winter on a map without a sun. Yet my chest holds tiny embers that refuse to come undone. Every hour that stands between us stretches wide and curling tall. Feelings move like searchlights over every quiet wall. City lights, quiet heart, I keep calling out your name. Through the slow rock clean guitar lines, through the softly rolling rain. Warm bass holds my fragile rhythm, gentle drums sport my frame. City lights, quiet heart, I send love through glowing pain. So every window skyline feels like proof you breathe somewhere. Even though I cannot touch you, I can sense you in the air. City lights, quiet heart, I will guard this fragile flame while we walk on separate pavements toward a life that we can claim. Morning crowds beneath the towers, plastic cups and hurried shoes. Train doors close with metal thunder, rush hour energy and news. I replay your nighttime voice note on the platform as I wait. Hear the smile behind your breathing, feel the hope behind each phrase. Cheap fluorescent station lighting frames, reflections in the glass. I imagine you beside me while the tunnel columns pass. We are sharing different cities, separate weather, busy clocks. Yet our messages keep weaving through these moving metal blocks. Long distance can feel like winter on a map without a sun. Yet my chest holds tiny embers that refuse to come undone. Every plan we sketch in secret on the backs of folded receipts forms a bridge above the traffic where our restless wishes meet. City lights, quiet heart, I keep calling out your name. Through the slow rock clean guitar lines, through the softly rolling rain. Warm bass holds my fragile rhythm, gentle drums sport my frame. City lights, quiet heart, I send love through glowing pain. Every window on the skyline feels like proof you breathe somewhere. Even though I cannot touch you, I can sense you in the air. City lights, quiet heart, I will guard this fragile flame while we walk on separate pavements toward a life that we can claim. There will be delayed arrivals, sudden storms on airport roads, unexpected shifting schedules, heavy unfamiliar loads. I will learn to trust the timing that protects our growing roots. Let our bonds stay grounded firmly underneath these walking roots. When the signal drops at midnight and the screen turns empty gray, I will picture future evening mornings where that silence fades away. You will cook in worn out slippers while I hum along nearby. We will open shared surroundings to the same forgiving sky. City light, quiet heart, I keep calling out your name. Through the slow rock clean guitar lines, through the softly rolling rain. Warm bass holds my fragile rhythm, gentle drums support my frame. City lights, quiet heart, I send love through glowing panes. Every window on the skyline feels like proof you breathe somewhere. Even though I cannot touch you, I can sense you in the air. City lights, quiet heart, I will guard this fragile flame while we walk on separate pavements toward a life that we can claim. I will stand on this balcony watching taillights drift apart till the sunrise paints the rooftops over one connected heart. Rain taps on the office window, high above the crowded street. Coffee stains on folded papers, tired numbers at my seat. Phone screen shows our frozen selfie from a year that feels far gone. We were sharing plastic umbrellas, now I walk these storms alone. Elevator mirror catches traces I forgot to see. Circles underneath my eyelids, gentle strength inside of me. I decide to skip the shuttle, take the slower distant line. Let the pavement under streetlights give me space to realign. Every raindrop on the railing writes a promise I can keep. I believe that I was fragile, yet this evening runs so deep. I can feel my quiet power rising through the weather's weight. Standing at the station doorway, I choose not to run from fate. I stay brave in the gentle rain. Clean guitar in my chest, steady chords against the strain. Warm bass under every step as I cross this dark terrain. Soft rock drums in my pulse keep a tender bright refrain. I stay brave in the gentle rain. Let the city blur around each shadow, every train. I will carry home my heartbeat, dry the echoes of that pain. I am learning how to shine while the sky pours down again. Sidewalks shine like tilted mirrors, taxis throw their restless light. I buy instant ramen packets at the corner store tonight. Old songs whisper through the speakers by the dusty chewing gum. I once played them in your kitchen when our tenderness fell young. On the walk back to my building, puddles blur the traffic glow. I remember shouted sentences that hurt more than I let show. I will not rewrite that history to excuse the way you left. I will honor all my feelings and reclaim what still remains. Every raindrop on the railing writes a promise I can keep. I believe that I was fragile, yet this evening runs so deep. I can feel my quiet power rising through the weather's weight. As the turnstiles click behind me, I step forward through that gate. I stay brave in the gentle rain. Clean guitar in my chest, steady chords against the strain. Warm bass under every step as I cross this dark terrain. Soft rock drums in my pulse keep a tender bright refrain. I stay brave in the gentle rain. Let the city blur around each shadow, every train. I will carry home my heartbeat, dry the echoes of that pain. I am learning how to shine while the sky pours down again. There will be thunder on some mornings, sudden cracks across the sky. Moments when my doubts awaken, ask me how and when and why. I will let those questions wander like like the buses in this storm, while I wrap myself in kindness, keep my inner shelter warm. If I hear your distant laughter echo from another street, I will wish you gentle healing without walking back to meet. I will use each drop of rainfall as a signal I survived, proof that even stormy weather found me standing still alive. I stay brave in the gentle rain, clean guitar in my chest, steady chords against the strain, warm bass under every step as I cross this dark terrain, soft rock drums in my pulse, keep a tender bright refrain. I stay brave in the gentle rain, let the city blur around each shadow, every train. I will carry home my heartbeat, drive the echoes of that pain. I am learning how to shine while the sky pours down again. Streetlights turn to amber halos as the evening trains grow thin. I hang up my damp coat slowly, feel a quiet glow within. Through the open kitchen window I hear distant passing planes. I feel stronger than this morning, staying brave in gentle rain. First light through the faded curtain paints a stripe across my bed. Alarm hums in distant rhythm while new thoughts fill up my head. Coffee spoon against the mug rings like a tiny silver bell. I review the quiet lessons from the storms I once knew well. Messages from friends keep linking with their plans for later on. They remind me I am wanted even when my strength feels gone. I step out onto the balcony, feel cool air along my skin. Let the rooftops of this city witness where I now begin. I once chased every promise that was never built to stay. Now I trust my gentle choices, guiding me through shifting days. Every scar along my story marks the places I survived. Now my chest holds steady rhythm for a future still alive. With sunrise on my side, I breathe a calmer view. Clean guitar around my heartbeat, golden chords that pull me through. Soft piano under verses like a river running warm. Tender bass supports my footsteps while my courage finds new form. With sunrise on my side, I lift my tired eyes, let the shadows on my pillow drift like clouds across the sky. I will walk into this morning, holding grace for who I am. With sunrise on my side, I write my name in softer sand. Later at the crowded station, I move slow against the rush. People wrapped in glowing screens, faces framed in muted blush. I adjust my worn out backpack, play a hopeful favorite song. Watch reflections in the window, feel the beat keep pushing on. I remember nights of worry when I feared I had no place. Now each stranger on this platform shares the miracle of space. We are threads inside one fabric, woven routes and separate names. Yet the same warm light above us lifts the weight of hidden shame. I once chased every promise that was never built to stay. Now I trust my gentle choices, guiding me through shifting days. Every scar along my story marks the places I survived. As the train doors slide beside me, I step forward into life. With sunrise on my side, I breathe a calmer view. Clean guitar around my heartbeat, golden chords that pull me through. Soft piano under verses like a river running warm. Tender bass supports my footsteps while my courage plans collapse like paper, sudden walls that bring me down. I will keep a quiet shelter deep beneath my fragile chest, fill it with remembered moments when I chose my peace and rest. If old voices try to tell me I am smaller than my dreams, I will answer with kind language, let that judgment lose its teeth. I will hold my younger spirit like a sister by my side, guide her through the crowded crossings where her doubts once tried to hide. With sunrise on my side, I breathe a calmer view, clean guitar around my heartbeat, golden chords that pull me through, soft piano under verses like a river running warm, tender bass supports my footsteps while my courage finds new form. With sunrise on my side, I lift my tired eyes, let the shadows on my pillow drift like clouds across the sky. I will walk into this morning, holding grace for who I am. With sunrise on my side, I write my name in softer sand. I return when day is ending, with a loose and quiet mind. City windows turning amber while the sky hangs molten lines. Through the glass I watch the colors fade to gentle evening light, knowing every coming sunrise waits to stand here on my side. Friday on the kitchen counter, scattered receipts and tangerines, laptop humming near the window, city glowing blue and green. You walk in with quiet footsteps, loosen buttons, drop your keys, tell a story from the subway that unwinds my tired seams. I turn off the latest headlines, let the kettle softly sing, pull two bowls from faded cupboards, feel my shoulders loosening. You lean back against the doorway with that half-amused small smile, ask which film we should be watching while the clock forgets its style. We do not need flashing spotlights or a platinum perfect scene, just this gentle living room light on our unremarkable dreams. Every tiny shared decision shapes the chapters yet to start. All these small and simple moments hold the map of one big heart. Small plans, big stars shining over our street, clean guitar beneath the ceiling, warm bass under every beat, soft pop drums in easy rhythm wrap the corners of this room, while your laughter draws constellations through the late night living gloom. Small plans, big stars, I would not trade this view for 1,000 noisy parties where I stand far away from you. We will keep our quiet kingdom with its blankets, mugs and jars, turning normal weekend evenings into small plans, big stars. Later at the neighborhood market under buzzing humming lights, we debate which flavor ice cream fits this gentle Friday night. You hold up a jar of cookies to your cheek in playful pose. Someone's child runs past our trolley wearing mismatched little clothes. Outside on the darker pavement, plastic bags against your wrist, you recite absurd predictions like a sleepy comic list. I pretend to take them serious just to hear your careful voice. Every sentence feels like shelter sealing in my better choice. We do not need flawless stories told in glossy magazine, just these handheld grocery moments in a simple midnight scene. Every crosswalk that we wander, every faded corner shop feels like part of secret treasure that we never wanna swap. Small plans, big stars shining over our street, clean guitar beneath the ceiling, warm bass under every beat, soft pop drums in easy rhythm wrap the corners of this room, while your laughter draws constellations through the late windows of our home. Unpaid bills and heavy inbox doubts that say we walk alone. On those nights we will keep candles lined along the hallway floor, play our favorite gentle playlist, lock the rush outside the door. You will count your hidden worries, I will write mine on a page, fold them into paper rockets, let them drift beyond that cage. We will open on the rooftop, share a single borrowed chair, watch our fragile paper wishes float above the sleeping air. Small plans, big stars shining over our street, clean guitar beneath the ceiling, warm bass under every beat, soft pop drums and easy rhythm wrap the corners of this room, while your laughter draws constellations through the late night living gloom. Small plans, big stars, I would not trade this view for 1,000 noisy parties where I stand far away from you. We will keep our quiet kingdom with its blankets, mugs and jars, turning normal weekend evenings into small plans, big stars. Big stars. Clock links on a cluttered dresser, same 3 songs from yesterday. Dusty notes on scratched up headphones, playlists that forgot to change. Walls are painted tired beige that hides the dreams I never chased. Every morning looks familiar, pours like coffee down the drain. I have journals full of sketches that I never let outside, tiny sparks and folded pages waiting for a little light. I'm tired of quiet waiting for permission to begin, so I pull the curtains open, feel a restless rhythm spin. I will paint a brand new corner with the colors in my chest, turn the humming of the city into drums beneath my steps. Every bruise from older chapters fades like ink across the floor as I stand inside this moment, reaching for a brighter door. I start again in color, let the daylight hit my face, clean guitars around my heartbeat, drive a stronger moving pace, warm bass holds my steady center while the soft rock drums ignite. Every fragile hidden vision steps into the open light. I start again in color, leave the grayscale years behind, hang you pictures in my hallway of a more forgiving mind. I will sing with On those days I will remember how these colors reach my hands, how I turned a silent bedroom into soft electric bands. I will tape my newest set list on the side of battered drawers. Let the ink remind my spirit what this second chance is for. I start again in color, let the daylight hit my face. Clean guitars around my heartbeat, drive a stronger moving pace. Warm bass holds my steady center while the soft rock drums ignite. Every fragile hidden vision steps into the open light. I start again in color, leave the grayscale years behind. Hang new pictures in my hallway of a more forgiving mind. I will sing without apology inside this ordinary room. Turn the volume up on courage till the doubts release their gloom. I start again in color while the evening lights align. Through the window of this lifetime I step forward into shine. Elevator hums and shivers as it crawls to level 10. Tasty bags with cheap sodas brush my faded jeans again. Door swings to the evening rooftop, city breathing amber light. Billboards flicker distant stories while the trains cut through the night. You are seated by the railing with a hoodie and a pen, writing lines on folded paper that you hide and read again. I drop down beside your footsteps, share the blanket on the ground. Let the traffic far below us blur into a softer sound. You say life feels like a tightrope over streets you barely know. Every choice another cable stretching somewhere you cannot go. I say none of us have answers, only fragile hopeful hands. Only nights like this together, drawing maps in rubber bands. So we write rooftop letters to tomorrow in the dark. Let the ink trace quiet wishes underneath these scattered stars. Every line a small permission to be kinder as we grow. Every word a tiny lantern over roads we cannot know. With this sky for silent witness and the skyline shining through, we send rooftop letters to tomorrow from a trembling present view. If the future ever finds us on a different, brighter shore, may it read these crooked pages and remember what we swore. You confess the hidden panic that you never say at home. How the numbers on your paycheck never match the weight you hold. How the mirror in your bathroom feels like someone else's eyes. How you practice sounding confident while fear stays in disguise. I admit my private questions when I scroll for hours at night, comparing every quiet chapter to a stranger's filtered life. On this concrete little island with our sneakers side by side, we can open secret windows that we never show outside. You say nothing feels certain, just a path of flashing signs. I say maybe that is normal in a world of tangled lines. All we really have is moments where our breathing feels the same, and the courage to acknowledge when we struggle with that weight. So we write rooftop letters to tomorrow in the dark. Let the ink trace quiet wishes underneath these scattered stars. Every line a small permission to be kinder as we grow. Every word a tiny lantern over roads we cannot know. With this sky for silent witness and this skyline shining through, we send rooftop letters to tomorrow from a trembling present view. If the future ever finds us on a different, brighter shore, may it read these crooked pages and remember what we swore. If the years turn like a record, spinning faster than we planned, if we move to distant cities, take on rings or wedding bands, if the stress of office hallways paints our spirits tired gray, If we lose this easy language that we share out here today, I hope somewhere in a cupboard sits a shoebox full of notes, all the rooftop folded papers that we fill with clumsy hope. On some rainy, restless evening when the thunder shakes a wall, we can open that old treasure, feel young versions start to call. We will read rooftop letters to tomorrow in the dark, hear our teenage-hearted voices underneath familiar stars. Every line a small permission to be kinder as we grow. Every word a tiny lantern over roads we came to know. If that sky for silent witness and the city shining through, we will thank the fragile versions who believed we could pull through. If the present ever trembles on the edge of something new, we will write fresh rooftop letters to the days we're walking to. As it crawls to level 10, tasty bags with cheap sodas brush my faded jeans again. Door swings to the evening rooftop, city breathing amber light. Billboards flicker distant stories while the trains cut through the night. You are seated by the railing with a hoodie and a pen, writing lines on folded paper that you hide and read again. I drop down beside your footsteps, share the blanket on the ground. Let the traffic far below us blur into a softer sound. You say life feels like a tightrope over streets you barely know. Every choice another cable stretching somewhere you cannot go. I say none of us have answers, only fragile hopeful hands. Only nights like this together, drawing maps in rubber bands. So we write rooftop letters to tomorrow in the dark. Let the ink trace quiet wishes underneath these scattered stars. Every line a small permission to be kinder as we grow. Every word a tiny lantern over roads we cannot know. With this sky for silent witness and the skyline shining through, we send rooftop letters to tomorrow from a trembling present view. If the future ever finds us on a different, brighter shore, may it read these crooked pages and remember what we swore. You confess the hidden panic that you never say at home, how the numbers on your paycheck never match the weight you hold, how the mirror in your bathroom feels like someone else's eyes, how you practice sounding confident while fear stays in disguise. I admit my private questions when I scroll for hours at night, comparing every quiet chapter to a stranger's filtered life. On this concrete little island with our sneakers side by side, we can open secret windows that we never show outside. You say nothing feels certain, just a path of flashing signs. I say maybe that is normal in a world of tangled lines. All we really have is moments where our breathing feels the same, and the courage to acknowledge when we struggle with that weight. So we write rooftop letters to tomorrow in the dark. Let the ink trace quiet wishes underneath these scattered stars. Every line a small permission to be kinder as we grow. Every word a tiny lantern over roads we cannot know. With this sky for silent witness and this skyline shining through, we send rooftop letters to tomorrow from a trembling present view. If the future ever finds us on a different, brighter shore, may it read these crooked pages and remember what swore. If the years turn like a record, spinning faster than we planned, if we move to distant cities, take on rings or wedding bands, if the stress of office hallways paints our spirits tired gray, if we lose this easy language that we share out here today, I hope somewhere in a cupboard sits a shoebox full of notes, all the rooftop folded papers that we fill with clumsy hope, on some rainy restless evening when the thunder shakes a wall, we can open that old treasure, feel young versions start to call. We will read rooftop letters to tomorrow in the dark, hear our teenage-hearted voices underneath familiar stars, every line a small permission to be kinder as we grow, every word a tiny lantern over roads we came to know, with that sky for silent witness and the city shining through, we will thank the fragile versions who believed we could pull through, if the present ever trembles on the edge of something new, we will write fresh rooftop letters to the days we're walking to. Tuesday, packets on the kitchen shelf. You come home with tangled headphones, drop your bag beside yourself. Streetlight spills through faded curtains, paint soft lines across your face. You say traffic fell like thunder and your mind is out of place. I turn down the buzzing phone screen, push my laptop to the side, pull 2 spoons from chipped old china, let our breathing realign. You collapse into the armchair, close your eyes for just a while. Every muscle in your shoulder slowly loosens into mild. You say every single deadline keeps on chewing at your sleep. I say none of this defines you, you are more than what you keep. In the quiet of this small room with our socks on wooden floors, we can make a softer country where your heart can leave its wars. You will always find a home inside my eyes. Clean guitars across the ceiling, echo low and gentle, bright, warm bass under every moment, soft rock drums and steady time. All this tenderness around us forms a simple, faithful sky. You will always find a home inside my eyes. When the city feels too heavy and your courage starts to hide, softly about fortunes in a language slightly sharp. Steam curls up above the saucepan like small ghosts that drift away. We replace them with our stories from forgotten better days. You describe a beach from childhood where the shoreline held your feet, where your parents spread old blankets, where the waves would always meet. As you talk, your voice grows brighter like a match that starts to glow. I can see that inner sunlight you forget on days of snow. You say part of you still wonders if that gentle place remains. I say pieces live inside you even now in subway trains. When you doubt the truth on evenings full of screens and static noise, my reflection will remind you of that younger steady voice. You'll always find a home inside my eyes. Clean guitar guitars across the ceiling echo low and gentle, bright, warm bass under every moment, soft rock drums in steady time. All this tenderness around us forms a simple, faithful sky. You will always find a home inside my eyes. When the city feels too heavy and your courage starts to hide, I will hold this little world here till your breathing settles light. You will always find a home inside my eyes tonight. There will come relentless seasons filled with inbox crimson marks, nights where numbers climb like towers, blocking out familiar stars. On those weeks your hands may tremble while you turn the bedroom key. Wonder if you still belong here, wonder what you wanna be. I will leave a warm light burning near the freckled hallway wall, set out water on the table, fold fresh blankets in the hall. When your footsteps cross that threshold, when your shoulders sag with weight, you'll know this space is waiting. You can rest, arrive, feel safe. You will always find a home inside my eyes. Clean guitars across the ceiling echo low and gentle, bright, warm bass under every moment, soft rock drums in steady time. All this tenderness around us forms a simple, faithful sky. You will always find a home inside my eyes. When the city feels too heavy and your courage starts to hide, I will hold this little world here till your breathing settles light. You will always find a home inside my eyes tonight. When the dishes dry in silence and the window frames the moon, we lean back on worn out cushions, sharing quiet in this room. Through the hum of aging wiring, through the distant traffic cries, you can fall asleep while knowing you are safe inside my eyes. Rain clouds fade to muted lilac over office tower glass. Traffic hums in weary circles while the evening people pass. I slip down a narrow alley where the neon starts to dim. Find a tiny hidden doorway with a bell that softly rings. Inside there are chipped old tables, plants in second-hand glass jars, yellow fairy lights like freckles sprinkled over quiet walls. You are waving from the corner with your notebook, crooked grin. Steam from two ceramic teacups curls between the city din. All day felt like endless precious screens and voices in my head. Hear the noise turns into heartbeat, hear my thoughts grow light instead. Every crack along this counter, every stain on painted chairs feels like proof that imperfection still can hold a gentle air. In this side street sanctuary I can finally breathe. Clean guitars inside the speakers send a soft pop rock relief. Warm bass under every moment, tender drums in easy time. Wrap our tired urban edges in a kinder mellow shine. And in this side street sanctuary I can just exist. No demands or sharp performance, only sugar on your lips. If the outside world keeps shouting, we can let its thunder beat while we sit beside this window in our side street sanctuary. Later when the rain starts falling down the crooked window pane, someone changes up the playlist, swaps the mood to softer grain. You draw circuits on a napkin, dreaming projects never done. I confess my quiet stories that I rarely share with anyone. We trade sentences like postcards from the corners of our minds. Talk of country trees we might visit, ways to leave old fears behind. Barista wipes the wooden counter, hums along to fading tunes. Streetlights smear like melted candles in the puddles past the room. All day felt like endless pressure screens and voices in my head. Hear the noise turns into heartbeat, hear my thoughts grow light instead. Every crease in paper menus, every scribble, every stain feels like somewhere lost and honest that remembers how to stay. In this side street sanctuary I can finally breathe. Clean guitars inside the speakers and a soft pop rock relief. Warm bass under every moment, tender drums in easy time. Wrap our tired urban edges in a kinder mellow shine. In this side street sanctuary I can just exist. No demands or sharp performance, only sugar on your lips. If the outside world keeps shouting, we can let its thunder beat while we sit beside this window in our side street sanctuary. There will come relentless seasons full of deadlines, crowded trains, nights when bills and broken headlines twist like wires around our brains. On those days we will remember there is still this quiet door where the world feels slightly slower than the chaos we ignore. We will push it with cold fingers, shake the raindrops from our sleeves, order something warm and simple, leave our burdens by our feet. Let the low light through the window frame the softness in your face as the steady pop rock rhythm turns this cafe into grace. In this side street sanctuary I can finally breathe. Clean guitars inside the speakers and a soft pop rock relief. Warm bass under every moment, tender drums in easy time. Wrap our tired urban edges in a kinder mellow shine. In this side street sanctuary I can just exist. No demands or sharp performance, only sugar on your lips. If the outside world keeps shouting, we can let its thunder beat while we sit beside this window in our side street sanctuary. When they stack the chairs in silence and they sweep the wooden floor, we step back into the alley, hear the distant city roar. Yet I carry glowing echoes from that hidden little scene, like a lantern in my chest from our side street evergreen. September, city breathing gentler light. Tasty cups of lemon soda, sweating cold against our thighs. We escape the heavy headlines, trade the train for open lawns. Find a corner near the benches where the crowds feel further gone. You unfold a crumpled notebook from your second-hand tote bag. Rip out pages full of numbers, fold them in a careful craft. Every crease along the paper feels like tracing secret roads, till a fragile paper airplane sits between your steady toes. You say life keeps moving faster than your tired hands can hold. I say maybe we can pause it while this daylight turns to gold. Every simple silly moment that we let our hearts collect builds a quiet little shelter from the pressure and the debt. Paper airplanes in the park, flying over painted lines. Clean guitars inside my chest keep a mellow glowing time. Warm bass under every heartbeat, office lights go dark. How I sometimes feel invisible on the late ride after work. You just nod without performing any clever saving phrase. Let the stillness in your eyelids hold my shaking inner haze. You say none of us have manuals for the storms that we survive. We just show up with these bruises and a will to stay alive. Every laugh we share on blankets, every leaf that skims the ground, proves that peace can live in places where our doubts once gathered round. Paper planes in the park, flying over painted lines, clean guitars inside my chest, keep a mellow glowing time. Warm bass under every heartbeat, gentle drums and easy flow. Lift our worries for a second as those crooked planes let go. Paper planes in the park, tiny hopes against the sky. If they crash beside the pathways, we can fold new wings and try. We do not need perfect weather, we just need this patch of grass where our paper-hearted futures learn to leave the fear they had. Clouds drift like slow conversations overhead in silver streams. Distant sirens fade to nothing as we loosen older schemes. You will fold another glider, mark the wing with just one line. Please remember you are worthy even when you feel behind. We will launch it toward the treetops, watch it circle, dip and land. Maybe someone later finds it, feels a message in their hand. Even if it turns to raindrops or gets buried under leaves, we have written down that promise for the parts of us that grieve. Paper airplanes in the park, flying over painted lines, clean guitars inside my chest, keep a mellow glowing time. Warm bass under every heartbeat, gentle drums and easy flow. Lift our worries for a second as those crooked planes let go. Paper airplanes in the park, tiny hopes against the sky. If they crash beside the pathways, we can fold new wings and try. We do not need perfect weather, we just need this patch of grass where our paper-hearted futures learn to leave the fear they had. Sun sinks low behind the tower, shadows stretch along the path. We walk home with empty pockets, yet feel richer than we have. Through the buzz of busy crosswalks, through the subway tunnel dark, I still feel those paper wings lifting a quiet beating spark. The train leaves the crowded station, tickets crumpled in my hand. Neon blurs through dirty windows as the suburbs turn to land. I have carried heavy seasons in a small and aching chest. Left my laughter in the office, left my courage on a desk. Now the coastline on the timetable feels like breathing after years. Like a doorway in the softness past the hallway built of fears. When the carriage shakes and rattles, I can feel old armor fall, as the distant smell of salt air seems to echo through it all. I was always chasing deadlines through the glow of sleepless screens. Now I follow quiet signals from the spaces in between. Every mile away from streetlights loosen knots around my spine, as the night sky over fieldside starts to open like a sign. Salt air, gentle heart, I am learning how to stay. Acoustic strings inside the rhythm keep my worries far away. Warm bass under rolling shoreline, subtle drums in easy time. Turn the footsteps on this boardwalk into something that feels mine. Salt air, gentle heart, I arrive and let it be. Let the wind erase the phrases that were never truly me. I will sit beside the water while the evening tides depart. Let promise to my brave, recovering heart. Morning on the quiet harbor, silver ripples, wooden boats. Seagulls write their broken circles over jackets, over coats. I wrap fingers round a paper cup that warms my fragile palms. Watch reflections in the surface, trade old burdens out for calm. Far behind the crowded towers, shrink to stories I outgrew. Like the messages unanswered that I never should pursue. Here the only sound that matters is the water on the stones, and the whispers in my bloodstream saying I am not alone. I will not return to patterns that betrayed my inner truth. I will not accept a shelter built from someone else's rules. Every breath of simple shoreline, every step along this sand helps me feel my own acceptance like a steady reaching hand. Salt air, gentle heart, I am learning how to stay. Please take strings inside the rhythm, keep my worries far away. Warm bass under rolling shoreline, subtle drums in easy time. Turn the footsteps on this boardwalk into something that feels mine. Salt air, gentle heart, I arrive and let it be. Let the wind erase the phrases that were never truly me. I will sit beside the water while the evening tides depart. Let the waves repeat a promise to my brave, recovering heart. There will be returning crossroads when the city calls my name, offers shiny crowded hallways, calculates my worldly gain. On those mornings I will listen for the memory of this shore, for the steady hush of water at my resurrected core. If my shoulders start to tighten, if my voice begins to shrink, I will close my tired eyelids. Let this harbor make me think of the sunrise on the surface of the breeze along my skin, of the moment I decided my new life could now begin. Salt air, gentle heart, I am learning how to stay. Please string strings inside the rhythm, keep my worries far away. Warm bass under rolling shoreline, subtle drums in easy time. Turn the footsteps on this boardwalk into something that feels mine. Salt air, gentle heart, I arrive and let it be. Let the wind erase the phrases that were never truly me. I will sit beside the water while the evening tides depart. Let the waves repeat a promise to my brave, recovering heart. When the daylight starts to soften and the harbor lamps turn on, I will walk back to the station, feeling softer, feeling strong, with the ocean in my memory and this peace inside my chest. I can face the coming journey knowing I deserve this rest. Fluorescent lights above the aisle hum like distant city trains. Cartwheels roll on dull linoleum, quiet echoes in my brain. I left emails on my laptop, left the dishes in the sink. Needed something small and simple, needed time to stop and think. Neon on the sliding door we paint, strange colors on my shoes. Someone hums a tired melody near the shelves of frozen food. I walk slowly past the counter stacked with cereal and tea. Let the quiet midnight shoppers feel like background waves to me. Every label, every barcode feels less heavy than my day. In this 24-hour shelter I can let my worries stray as I trace the rows of cartons in this artificial glow. I can feel my breathing deep and I can feel my edges slow. Under midnight grocery glow, I find a softer side. Clean guitars inside my heartbeat keep a gentle, steady time. Warm bass moves with rolling trolleys, settle drums beneath the lights. Turn this ordinary errand into something almost bright. Under midnight grocery glow, I feel a newer peace, holding cartons of cold milk like a fragile kind of ease. If tomorrow brings more pressure than I think I can survive, I will meet the evening later in the silence, stay alive. You appear beside the fruit stand with a basket in your hand, hair still damp from late night showers, loose sweatshirt, elastic band. You pretend not to have noticed I was lingering nearby. Then you point at jars of honey, ask which kind we ought to buy. We debate the cheaper options like philosophers in blue. Laugh at brands with awkward slogans, share a quiet private truth. Standing in the dairy section, chilled air brushing at our sleeves. I admit my hidden panic about bills and restless dreams. You say life can feel like headlines scrolling past beyond our will, yet these tiny midnight choices prove our hearts are beating still as we weigh the simple items that we carry to the till. We remember gentle moments form the backbone of our will. Under midnight grocery glow, I find a softer side. Clean guitars inside my heartbeat keep a gentle, steady time. Warm bass moves with rolling trolleys, subtle drums beneath the lights. Turn this ordinary errand into something almost bright. Under midnight grocery glow, I feel a newer peace, holding cartons of cold milk like a fragile kind of ease. If tomorrow brings more pressure than I think I can survive, I will meet the evening later in the silence, stay alive. There will be relentless mornings, crowded inbox, ringing phones, concrete stairwells, heavy briefcase, silent rides back home alone. When that noise begins to swallow every color from my mind, I will picture plastic baskets stacked in rows that feel more kind. We will walk through sliding doors again with sleepy, gentle steps. Pick up noodles, rice, and chocolate. Talk through fears we have not said. Let the hum of freezer motors form a low and steady band, while our quiet conversation lays its rhythm on this land. Under midnight grocery glow, I find a softer side. Clean guitars inside my heartbeat keep a gentle, steady time. Warm bass moves with rolling trolleys, subtle drums beneath the lights. Turn this ordinary errand into something almost bright. Under midnight grocery glow, I feel a newer peace, holding cartons of cold milk like a fragile kind of ease. If tomorrow brings more pressure than I think I can survive, I will meet the evening later in the silence, stay alive. Tasty bags along our fingers as we step into the night. Street outside is nearly empty under blinking amber lights. On the walk back to the apartment through the sleeping neighborhood, midnight groceries in our arms feel like proof that we are good.
Sunlight through the dusty window panes, thin stripes across the floor. Little bell above the doorway rings, then settles like before. Stacks of quiet paperback ties leaning gently left and right. Coffee in a paper cup warms my fingers, cools my mind. You are sitting by the corner where the travel journals live, tracing faded railway sketches with a half distracted grin. I'd pretend to read the cover flashing numbers in my head. Here the world turns down its volume, lets my thoughts move soft instead. Every shelf of battered stories, every handwritten small price tag feels like proof that gentle moments never need to shout or brag. In this secondhand bookstore Sunday, I can really breathe. Clean guitars inside my heartbeat, keep a mellow, steady beat. Warm bass hum beneath the daylight, gentle drums in easy time. Turn this crooked wooden staircase into something almost bright. In this secondhand bookstore Sunday, I am finally free, losing track of noisy worries between chapters on these beams. If tomorrow sends more pressure than my shoulders want to take, I will open to this memory like a page that will not break. Later we compare our findings near the window's yellow glass. You hold up a small collection full of poems from the past. I reveal a dog-eared atlas marked with circles, purple ink, tracing cities we might visit when we stand on braver brink. Outside traffic keeps on going, distant engines drift away. Here the only sound that matters is the rustle as we stay. You suggest we write our names down on the first clean inner page. Leave a record of this Sunday in a quiet, secret phrase. All week felt like tangled headlines, flashing numbers in my head. Here the world turns down its volume, lets my thoughts move soft instead. Every note in pencil margins, every scribble from before makes me feel less isolated in what I have carried sore. In this secondhand bookstore Sunday, I can't really breathe. Clean guitars inside my heartbeat, keep a mellow, steady beat. Warm bass hum beneath the daylight, gentle drums in easy time. Turn this crooked wooden staircase into something almost bright. In this secondhand bookstore Sunday, I am finally free, losing track of noisy worries between chapters on these beams. If tomorrow sends more pressure than my shoulders want to take, I will open to this memory like a page that will not break. There will come demanding seasons full of inbox tinted red, empty seats on late night buses, thoughts that whirl inside my head. On those nights I will remember how this silence held my name, how the soft fluorescent ceiling turned my breathing into flame. I will picture crooked letters where we sign that hidden line in the spine of some old volume, waiting for another mind. Maybe someday distant strangers find our message, read it slow, feel less lonely for a second in that second-hand store glow. In this second-hand bookstore Sunday, I can really breathe. Clean guitars inside my heartbeat, keep a mellow, steady beat. Warm bass hum beneath the daylight, gentle drums in easy time. Turn this crooked wooden staircase into something almost bright. In this second-hand bookstore Sunday, I am finally free, losing track of noisy worries between chapters on these beams. If tomorrow sends more pressure than my shoulders want to take, I will open to this memory like a page that will not break. When the owner dims the fixtures and the bell rings one last time, we step out with paper treasures into cooler evening light, through the streets and subway tunnels, through the Monday waiting soon. I keep secondhand bookstore Sunday folded safe inside my mood. Cab pulls up beside the terminal.
City fading in the glass, neon on the rainy sidewalk, quiet faces shuffling past, checking with a small backpack, leave the office in my phone, carry only soft essentials and a heart that feels half grown, find my little numbered boarding near a crowded plastic gate, breathing in the airport mixture, fear and hope and quiet weight. I have run through noisy seasons, chasing someone else's plan. Now this narrow metal hallway feels like room to understand. From my window seat to the sea, I let the engine drown the noise. Clean guitar inside my memory holds a softer, steady voice. Warm bass like a distant shoreline under clouds and silver wings. Gentle drums of hidden thunder match the rhythm where I breathe. From my window seat to the sea, I release the words they gave. All the labels that were heavy fall away above these waves. I am drifting toward a coastline where my soul can simply be, watching tiny city diamonds from this window seat to the sea. Cabin lights are muted yellow, strangers sleeping, headphones on. Tray tables like folded secrets, novels open, halfway done. I draw circles on the plastic by the condensation line. Think of friends who said go gently when I almost changed my mind. Far below the darkened water holds reflections of my doubt, yet the altitude between us keeps their voices fading out. Every mile above the surface loosens knots beneath my skin. I can feel a quiet future asking softly to begin. From my window seat to the sea, I let the engine drown the noise. Clean guitar inside my memory holds a softer, steady voice. Warm bass like a distant shoreline under clouds and silver wings. Gentle drums of hidden thunder match the rhythm where I breathe. From my window seat to the sea, I release the words they gave. All the labels that were heavy fall away above these waves. I am drifting toward a coastline where my soul can simply be, watching tiny city diamonds from this window seat to the sea. When I land beside the harbor and my feet touch honest ground, I will keep this high perspective when the world grows loud around. If the office starts to swallow every color from my day, I will close my eyes and travel to the sky above the bay. As the captain starts descending and the wind cuts through the blue, I am almost by the water, I am closer to the truth. Keycard light turns green and flickers, narrow hallway patterned floor, luggage wheels on dated carpet, heavy shoulders aching core. Push the handle, door swings open on a quiet borrowed space. Heavy curtains, tiny desk lamp, city glowing from this place. Drop the badge with plastic lanyard, kick my heels beside the bed. All the meeting room opinions still keep buzzing in my head. Mini kettle on the counter hums a gentle rising tone as I watch the neon river from this window on my own. I have given so much effort to a world that never stays. Now this little square of silence holds the pieces I misplace. In this hotel room after midnight, I can finally breathe. Clean guitars inside my memory keep a soft and steady beat. Warm bass drink some water, slowly take a breath and trust the climb. I make tea in paper cups, sit cross-legged on the floor, scroll through pictures from my weekend, laugh at moments I adore. Through the glass, the moving traffic paints a river made of steel. Yet up here, the air feels softer than the stories they reveal. I am more than printed slideshow, more than numbers on a sheet. There is music in my heartbeat that no schedule can delete. In this hotel room after midnight, I can finally breathe. Clean guitars inside my memory keep a soft and steady beat. Warm bass like a distant heartbeat under humming city lights. Gentle drums behind my ribcage calm the bruises from the fight. In this hotel room after midnight, I return to me. Let the echo of their voices fade beyond this balcony. I will wrap my tired spirit in this temporary glow. In this hotel room after midnight, I can loosen what I hold. If tomorrow brings more pressure, crowded elevators strain, I will keep this quiet snapshot like an anchor in my frame. When the conference hall grows louder than my inner guiding voice, I will picture steaming teacups and remember I have choice. Sunday in a small apartment, quiet sunlight on the floor, basket full of mixed up fabrics waiting by the sliding door. You roll sleeves above your elbows, hum a half-remembered tune, sort the colors into towers under early afternoon. On the rooftop near the railing, silver basins, plastic pails, city hum below the concrete, clothes like flags along a trail. All week felt like rushing footsteps through fluorescent busy halls. Here the only sound that matters is the water as it falls. Laundry lines and blue skies, I feel something like clean guitars inside my heartbeat, strum a soft and steady life. Warm bass like a gentle footstep on the sun-warm rooftop ground. Tender drums within my ribcage keep a calm, forgiving sound. Laundry lines and blue skies, I stand by your side, talking about nothing serious while the shirts begin to dry. If tomorrow storms with deadlines, I will keep this simple sight. Laundry lines and blue skies holding up our fragile lives. Later when the breeze grows stronger, pillowcases dance in rows. You point out a tiny rainbow in the spray that rises close. We compare our oldest t-shirts, faded prints and fraying seams, laugh at how those worn out logos still hold teenage colored dreams. From this height the trains and traffic shrink to move in painted lines. Every problem from the office feels like dust we left behind. You say happiness is smaller than the stories often claim. Maybe just a quiet rooftop where we hang our tired days. Laundry lines and basket fills with light. We walk down the echoing staircase, carrying this gentle sky. Leaking through the blinds. You come home with crumpled receipts, tired shoulders, tangled mind. I turn off the noisy headlines, close the laptop on the chair, spread a blanket on the tiles, lay two chopsticks by the stairs. Instant noodles steam between us and two chips, ceramic bowls, fairy lights along the cupboard, paint soft halos on your clothes. All day felt like crowded hallways, screens and numbers, heavy air. Now this tiny faded kitchen feels like somewhere we repair. On this kitchen floor constellation I can finally breathe. Clean guitars inside my heartbeat, keep a gentle steady beat. Warm bass like a low soft thunder under quiet city sounds. Tender drums within my ribcage keep my racing worries down. On this kitchen floor constellation I sit close to you, tracing planets in the breadcrumbs, talking through what we have been through. If tomorrow storms with pressure, I will hold this shine in view. Kitchen floor constellations, drawing galaxies with you. You describe the awkward meeting, how your voice felt paper thin, how you doubted every sentence, how the room kept closing in. I remind you of the evenings when you helped your sister move, lifted boxes up the staircase till her future found a groove. You can carry more than figures on a spreadsheet in a file. There is kindness in your fingers, there is courage in your smile. Every packet, every teacup on this linoleum ground turns into a small reminder that our lives are still profound. On this kitchen floor constellation I can finally breathe. Clean guitars inside my heartbeat, keep a gentle steady beat. Warm bass like a low soft thunder under quiet city sounds. Tender drums within my ribcage keep my racing worries down. On this kitchen floor constellation I sit close to you, tracing planets in the breadcrumbs, talking through what we have been through. If tomorrow storms with pressure, I will hold this shine in view. Kitchen floor constellations, drawing galaxies with you. There will be relentless seasons full of inbox crimson lines, unpaid bills and broken buses, doubts that circle in our minds. On those nights we will remember there is still this modest room where we turn cheap salty dinners into floating crescent moons. We will map out hidden wishes with the pepper on the plate, name each little grain a promise we refuse to let them take. When the dishes rest in silence and the tiles grow cool and wide, we leave stars along this kitchen in the stories we can find. Ticket booth with sleepy lighting, faded posters on the wall, smell of popcorn in the hallway, carpet pattern down the hall. You hold out a crumpled coupon, joke about our secret taste, choosing quiet retro showtimes when the crowds have gone to waste. We walk into room 11, rows of seats in gentle dark, screen glow soft on dusty speakers, silver dust in hanging arcs. All day felt like static voices through a tired office haze. Now this empty painted ceiling feels like somewhere we can stay. In this old cinema on a Tuesday, I can breathe with you. Clean guitars inside my heartbeat play a warm and steady groove. Warm bass like a hidden thunder under trailers on the screen. Gentle drums within my ribcage keep our worries soft and thin. In this old cinema on a Tuesday, we forget the week. Share a bag of salted comfort, let the city fall asleep. If tomorrow storms with deadlines, I will hold this simple view. Old cinema on a Tuesday in the yellow light with you. Pixels bloom on crooked curtains, strangest stories start to run. You lean in to make a comment, whisper low and almost fun. I can hear your quiet laughter under soundtrack violin. Feel your elbow brush my jacket, feel the calm beneath my skin. Phones stay dark inside our pockets, no one needs us in this room. Just two silhouettes in silence while the film cuts through the gloom. All the noise outside these doors turns to shadows in the glass. Here the only thing that matters is this gentle glowing cast. In this old cinema on a Tuesday, I can breathe with you. Clean guitars inside my heartbeat play a warm and steady groove. Warm bass like a hidden thunder under trailers on the screen. Gentle drums within my ribcage keep our worries soft and thin. In this old cinema on a Tuesday, we forget the week. Share a bag of salted comfort, let the city fall asleep. If tomorrow storms with deadlines, I will hold this simple view. Old cinema on a Tuesday in the yellow light with you. There will come demanding mornings, crowded trains and ticking clocks. We will sit through sharp discussions, carry unrelenting jobs. On those nights I will remember worn out seats and silver light, how this almost empty movie kept our fragile spirits bright. As the credits roll in silence and the staff sweep through the rows, we step out into the evening with a softer kind of glow. Street lights fade to softer yellow on the empty quiet road. First bus of the morning sighs and opens to the cold. Driver nods without a word while tapping on the glass. Coffee steam between my fingers warms the shadows as we pass. Only 3 or 4 commuters with their headphones halfway on. City stretching into color as the gray begins to soften. All the noise from yesterday still echoes in my chest. On this early metal rooftop I can finally catch my breath. On the first bus of the morning I feel something clear. Clean guitars inside my heartbeat play a gentle atmosphere. Warm bass like a low horizon under slowly waking streets. Tender drums within my ribcage keep a calm and steady beat. On the first bus of the morning I reset my mind, let the sunrise on the windows paint a softer daily line. If the office starts to swallow more smells like worn out fabric, paper tickets, winter rain. You send me a sleepy message saying take your time today. I reply with tiny photos of the rooftops rolling by, blurry towers, little gardens, patches of awakening sky. An old worker near the back checks a folded printed note. Young kid with a heavy backpack hides his yawns inside his coat. Every stranger on this vehicle carries worlds I cannot see, yet we share this moving silence like a drifting family. On the first bus of the morning, I feel something clear, clean guitars inside my heartbeat play a gentle atmosphere, warm bass like a low horizon under slowly waking streets, tender drums within my ribcage keep a calm and steady beat. On the first bus of the morning, I reset my mind, let the sunrise on the windows paint a softer daily line. If the office starts to swallow more than I can hold inside, I will think about this corner on the first bus of the ride. There will be demanding seasons full of inbox, urgent red, crowded lips and heavy footsteps, noisy debates in my head. On those days I will remember vinyl seats and quiet glass, how this early rolling moment let my worried feelings pass.